Hi, it's Paul, eating keto, and if all goes to plan, this will be my second video on my new YouTube stream to talk about how I'm doing keto. So I've just gone out and spent $150 on groceries, and I'm going to kind of take you through a grocery shop. Every time I go, I find new stuff, so it just depends on what I found as to how good the keto is. So let's look and say this is new. Haven't eaten these before. Don't really know how good they are, but they're very low carb. So often I'm looking for snacks. I'm looking for things that I can eat between meals, or things I can add vegetables to make a meal up. And these were, what Routes do is they basically say if you buy 2 or if you buy 5 you get a discount, so they suck you in. So I ended up buying a whole bunch. Now this is a staple for me. I'm not the best at cooking bacon, but in the morning I can have one of these pork chops. They're really good. And low carb. I can have my scrambled egg with it. And yeah, I've been doing that a lot. And then this is a treat. You can see a heavy discount. It's $17 for $6. Piece of steak. Be a nice weekend treat for me. And I bought some snacky cheese. I've actually got a lot of cheese, but I bought some snacky cheese that I can snack on to get hungry. So I'm going to bring these bags over one at a time, unload, and then start putting them away. Obviously a big staple of keto is eggs. I eat a lot of eggs. You always wonder how healthy they really can be. I eat a lot of eggs. This is a new one for me. I've not got this before, but I get avocados. They go off a lot, and I saw someone else doing guacamole. Seems to be very low carb. It seems you can just get a scoop of that and put it with your salad or your food. So I went with it. More eggs, as I say, eat a lot of eggs. So 24 eggs. I eat maybe 3, a day for 5 days a week. So maybe that's 15 eggs a week. And then butter. I've got 2 of these butter. And this is new for me too. I didn't see this before, but ready-made hard-boiled eggs. The height of laziness. When I was in England, that was one of the measures of growing up, is you knew how to boil an egg. In fact, there was a lot of jokes made about people who didn't know how to boil an egg. Unfortunately, now I've got old and independent, I've kind of forgotten how long I should leave it in there for. Right, another staple coming up is these carving board cold meat. I love them. I can have them with a piece of cheese, and as important as that, my dog loves them. So if I want a snack, and these salad kits, they're like $3 each if you get them on sale, and they're great too. You know, add a little bit extra cheese to them, and a ready-made meal, healthy, a lunch. This is a new one. I don't normally get heavily whipping cream, but I watched Gordon Ramsay and he put heavy whipping cream in with his scrambled eggs, and I thought, if he can do it, I can do it. Another steak, salad. I only really get the Cobb and the BLT. They're the only 2 salads in Ralph's that I like, that are low carb. And then I have 1 avocado. Again, I have a lot of problems with avocados going off, so that's why. And then the carving board, I got turkey down there, and I got ham. Notice it's not honey baked ham. Honey baked ham is no good for keto. That's gonna put on weight. And this was a new one too. I occasionally get these cream. You always wonder if they're sweetened. You know, if you want a bit of dessert, you want something, you have a piece of this, you think, it must be sweetened. It can't be good. But then when you look at the carbs, 1 gram of carb for every 2 teaspoonfuls. So a couple of teaspoonfuls of that gives you a little, dessert type meal. All right, so most of this now. I do have milk in my tea. Not too much, but maybe I have 4 or 5 cups of tea a day, and that adds up. So now for my little bit of a cheat. Very occasionally I want bread, and I try not to have it. These are 14 grams net carbs per roll, and the roll cuts in half, so it's like 2 slices. That's 7 grams each half. On a 20-gram day, I can't eat these. I don't eat them very often. Normally at the end of the month, I'll have a day or 2 I'll eat more carbs. and then I'll have a roll, which is 14 grams, and I'll go between 20 and 50. The idea to lose weight is to stay under 20, but between 20 and 50 you seem to stay in ketosis, so that seems to work for me. Tea. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is low carb, and the great thing about mayonnaise is you can mix it with these cans of chicken and make chicken mayonnaise, which in England a lot of people have that in sandwiches, but I just like it with the salad. You know, a lump of chicken and mayonnaise along with your lettuce and everything is lovely. And I bought a few new things that I wouldn't normally buy, because I'm always trying to find out keto stuff. So I found these Spam tins with stuff in them. So this one is Spam oven roasted turkey. I don't know if that means there's turkey in there, or if it's just Spam and you add turkey to it. But and I found this one, Spam with raw bacon. No idea. I'm not really a Spam eater, but again, low carb on the back, so I thought, why not? Same with the corned beef. I do eat corned beef, but not since I've really gone on keto. But again, it's low carb as long as you only have one slice or two slices. And put it with a salad. I found this tin of roast beef. Again, low carb. I can spread this out in with my meals. I can have vegetables and roast beef, and put, you know, a little chunk of roast beef in each. And this pulled pork, which I never thought I could eat pulled pork on keto, but shockingly, when I look at the carbs, 0. So it turns out you can eat pulled pork on keto. You just can't eat the pulled pork with the Jack Daniel's sauce, I guess. Almost there. So, so put a glass bowl. Not the smartest idea. Right. So the final bag of this keto shopping expedition. Move some stuff out of the way here. Move my English tea bags. These are essential. If you're a man in America, in California, you gotta have your tea bag. So this is a bunch of frozen stuff. Let me make some space over here for it. And again, Ralph's got me with the buy one. It's expensive, but if you buy 5, it's cheap. So these are $1.69 each. And that was after I found these ones, which are, if you buy 5, they're $1.69. The great thing about these, you put them in the microwave. 5 minutes later, they're ready to serve. When I make my ready-cut meals, I can, you know, use some of these bags of sprouts and very quickly have a meal together. So that's kind of a fun thing. That's pretty much all I bought this time: sprouts, some broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower. And that's because I've got in my freezer a bunch of other things. I've got a bunch of broccoli and different bits and pieces. So I didn't buy lots of the same thing. It turns out I did have one bag of sprouts in there. I didn't realise that. And I'll put the new stuff in the back. So 1, 2. I'm not the best camera operator. 3. 1, 2. And there should be one more bag in here. 2 more bags in here, in fact. So sprouts go in. So the only thing I bought yesterday at the English store was some good old English or Irish bacon. You see, I bought some Danish bacon there, some Irish bacon here. And I bought some British bangers. What I found about the bangers, interestingly, is that they sell them as Stater Brothers, but they're 7 grams net carbs per banger. These ones are 4 grams net per banger, but they're a little smaller. That's a little bit better, but you can't be eating 2 or 3 of these and, you know, stay on keto with your vegetables. It's not going to work. So that's a shocker to me. Didn't expect that, but that's what it is. And then the final thing in the shopping bag, I want to get some meat for my meals, and I found this beef tips. And again, the beef tips are not too bad. 4 grams of carb, 3.5 servings. There's 14 grams of carbs on this whole serving, and I'll divvy that up into 5 or 6 bowls. So it'll be like 3 grams per bowl or something like that. And the final thing, I get this as much for my dog as anywhere else, and they get me again this time with, if you buy 5 you get $1 off each one. So they go from like $4 each to $2 each, or I think it was $3.69 to $2.69 or something like that. These ready cooked chicken breasts, again good for a snack, good for a treat for my old dog who definitely gets spoiled. And that's it. That's $149 worth of keto shopping in Southern California. And it's not the cheapest diet. There are ways to make it cheaper. I'll show you one trick that I did earlier. If you look up here, I've got a bowl with 2 burgers from Carl's Jr. So Carl's Jr., they do a deal, like 2 burgers for $5. And you have them lettuce wrapped, and then they're really good keto meals, and they're really filling and they're really tasty. I found almost every fast food restaurant out here does that. Jack in the Box will also do a lettuce wrapped, or you either have lettuce wrapped or no bun. No bun means you just get the meat and the contents inside in a plastic container. Lettuce wrap means they wrap it in lettuce, and lettuce wrap's better. The Jack in the Box Ultimate Breakfast Sandwich lettuce wrapped is fantastic. This is a superstar with cheese, and this is a Big Carl, and again, fantastic. These brats I got from Stater Brothers, and these are actually fairly low carb. They're not bad. These little protein packs are great snacky food. See back there the turkey, I've been putting that into my omelettes. I had the British the bangers I got from Stater Brothers that were 7 grams each. You know, I can have one a day or one every other day. It's not very fulfilling. And this was a different pork, not as good as the pork from Ralph's. So now it's time to pull it away. There's only 2 or 3 eggs left, and what I do have is a healthy dose of cheese and reserve cheese, and that's pretty much what I got in the freezer. This milk's gone off. With regard to a lot of this stuff I don't use because it's not keto. That's what's stored up here. This avo spread probably is okay. That can actually go down in my use space. The one I use more than anything else is ranch, because that's a safe keto covering. I don't use ketchup. This is English salad cream. I love it. I don't use it unless I'm at my end of month for a day or 2. This is a different kind of ranch. That's it. That's the end of this video. Sorry the camera's a bit shaky, but gives you an idea of the main shop for keto that I do. All right, bye.